This is a review for the ID216 Letscom. It retails about $50 on Amazon. It has a touch screen. The outer casing and band is pretty decent quality. It doesn't quite compare to my Apple Watch, but it has kind of a plastic feel to it. But from a distance, it looks pretty solid and it looks pretty sleek. The screen is very vibrant and very colorful. The watch sits very comfortably on the wrist. It has a lot of different size settings, so it can adjust for wrists of all sizes, which makes it great for not only adults but also teens, and even I could see kids wearing this. Um, there are your basic smartwatch functions, heart rate. It even has weather. It does have uh, pedometer and heart tracking for specific activities, like if you're doing an outdoor walk or something like that, you can choose that and use that functionality. The face, you can change it. It does give you some options, but I kind of like the watch dials face. I'll also do a review of the um, app that you use along with this watch. That's probably one of the biggest knocks against the watch, is the app function that you use on your phone. But the watch does have good battery life. You charge it here on the back. There's a USB cord that you plug in, but in about 2.5 hours you can get a full charge on the watch. The app that you use is Very Fit Pro. I downloaded it for my iPhone, but they also have it available for Android devices. Once you download it, you'll agree to the user agreement, and then the first thing it wants you to do is bind or connect your watch via Bluetooth. And it does, or the manufacturer does recommend that you use the app to connect to your watch as opposed to through the settings on your phone. The native Bluetooth settings, it doesn't recommend doing that. As far as connecting it, it found it pretty quickly through the app. Um, Once you find it, you just click on the watch model number, and it will connect. After you connect the watch, it's going to ask you a series of questions to get to know more about your health statistics, your height, your weight, what your goals are as far as steps and things like that. On the main page on the app, you'll see a summary of your activities. You can quickly switch to your sleep summary and things like that. I don't have anything yet because the watch is brand new and I haven't added any data yet. One thing I do want to point out from a connection standpoint, um, I've heard or seen reviews of where the watch will disconnect from the app sometimes. Here on this main page, you'll just pull down to resync and reconnect it. I've seen on some reviews where they'll say if you go against what the manufacturer recommends and connect through the native Bluetooth setting on your iPhone or Android, sometimes that has a better connection. I haven't tested it enough to see if one works better or the other, but as with another Letscom watch that I've had in the past, I did have some syncing issues, so just wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. As far as adjusting the settings on the watch, if you try playing with just the screens directly on the watch, you'll notice that you can't really make too many adjustments to the settings. It's because you're going to be doing that through the watch app. So for example, if you want to toggle on and off when you get a call alert or a sedentary alert, set a specific alarm time, you're going to do that through the actual app. So these are just some of the settings that you'll actually adjust on the phone's app, and then it will update and be adjusted on the watch. And these are just some of the more additional settings that you can adjust on the app as well. And then back on the home page, that's where you can see a summary of your activities or your sleep activity, much like you would with any other smartwatch. Overall, I think this is a good watch for the price. The screen looks nice. The touchscreen functionality works great. It's got all of the basic smartwatch features that you need. for a much cheaper price than an Apple Watch or a nicer Samsung watch. You can see some of the the quality in the watch band and things like that is a little bit less than an Apple Watch, but from a distance, I don't think anyone would notice. And especially for maybe a teenager or if it's your first smartwatch, I think this is a great entry-level, value-based smartwatch.